I show up to the games. I watch the games. The fans in the crowd, they show up to the game. It would be nice if the players would do the same. Return the favor. Show up for the game. Welcome to episode 24 of the Barely Onside podcast with your host, Jonny G and Pelly. How you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing as good as I can be after tonight's loss to the Minnesota Wild. Brutal. But before we get into that, how's everything? How's the fam? Fam's doing well? You say you're getting sick?
Everyone's sick. I'm sick. Wife is sick. Newborn sick. Other son sniffles, coughing. It's fun. Daughter's she's good. How are you doing, man? How's your fam?
Doing good. Everyone's healthy. Yeah, everything is pretty normal on my end. I don't know, man. I really got nothing to share with the fam. They're doing well. Trying to think of any fun stories, but I don't really have anything right now. So, oh, look at that mic go for you, or that camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, so let's just get into the hockey tonight, man. I know it's been not a great night for either of us, but we'll start with Philly, man. Philly, back-to-back games, shutout. Dude, man, where has the offense gone in Philadelphia?
That's a great question, John. With Tippett getting, he got hit. He didn't come back. He didn't come back for today's game. Paling's out. Pets' heads are falling off. I'm just joking. I don't know, man. It's tough. Shut out for 120 minutes isn't good. And I don't know, man. I feel like, and then you bench Michkov. He played 8 minutes and 30 seconds today. For a 20-year-old who's second in scoring on your team in points, he's gonna make mistakes, but you gotta quit benching him. Like he's got to learn, and he's gonna hear it a lot from the fans. Because if I'm going to Philly and I'm going to watch Michkov, if I'm coming from Canada or wherever in the U.S., you pay to watch that kid play. I would be pissed if I was there and you don't see your boy play. So. I don't know. It's frustrating. The power play sucks. We had a 4-minute penalty power play, and we couldn't score. I think we had one shot in 4 minutes on a double minor. It's just I don't know. It's frustrating, man. And Fedotov played great. Sam Harrison played great yesterday. Even though he got pulled, there's nothing he could have done. 2-on-1s, you're not going to win. It's just someone's got to get fired. Someone needs to get canned. Shake it up. Let's go. Because this sucks. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's surprising as hell because we all know Tortorella. We all know his, the way he likes to coach. His, he likes to keep players accountable. And if you make a mistake, you're going to sit on the bench until you learn how to play the right way. But at some point, a 20-year-old kid, first year in the league, you got to let him make mistakes. If you're not going to let him make mistakes, then he's not going to learn. It's simple.
Yeah, because what kind of message are you sending? If you make a mistake, you're benched? Come on. You can't do that, man. You're not sending a good message. If you make a mistake or you fuck up, you're done for the rest of the game. Seeing Matvei's look on the bench, frustrated, he wants to play hockey. You're just breaking this kid's heart, Everyone on that team wants redemption from what happened to Ryan Poehling last game. And you take your second best scorer out of the game. I don't know. It sucks.
Yeah. Do you mean do you mean the Tippett or the Poehling hit?
Poehling.
Or Poehling. Yeah.
Poehling. Yeah, the guy Lawton fought tonight, that's who hit Poehling.
I see what you're saying because there's both New York. Also, Hathaway got in a fight tonight. Okay.
No, not Hathaway. Lawton.
Sorry, Lawton. Scott Lawton. Okay.
Lawton.
Right.
Scott Lawton. Yeah.
How did that go? How'd that go?
It wasn't a good fight. It was just drop the mitts, tussle. Scott won it, but we look like the softest hockey team in the NHL. It's ridiculous. It's soft. I'd rather. I'm not. It doesn't matter. They need to play better. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fedotov stopped 25 of 28 shots, so he wasn't the issue tonight. It's just the offense has dried up. Obviously, they're missing Owen Tippett. Tippett got rocked. He got laid out pretty good yesterday. And it was a 5-0 loss to New Jersey.
Yep, and 3-0 to the Isles.
Yeah, so he's out of the lineup tonight. It was Brendan Dillon who caught Owen Tippett with his head down. Open ice hit happened. In a 5-0 loss. So you're losing the game and you're losing one of your best players. No penalty on the play, no fine, no suspension. What do you think, man? You were not very happy when.
Dude, it was. Hey, if he would have touched the puck, cleanest hit ever. Totally. It was a clean hit, but he didn't touch the puck. It was interference 150%. The fact that Dillon got away with it and the fact that no one dropped their gloves just pisses me off. And they just got bullied yesterday. No one. They had McDermott out there. All their big boys, 6'2", 6'4", 6'6". Like, no, you just don't stand a chance. It was awful. Fucking soft. Just no words, man. It's just it sucks,
Yeah,
a couple of game on. Yeah, just
a couple of tough losses for sure. But I don't know if this has gone through or not. But it's going around on X that look at that. At least now I know how to get out. But what's his name? Andrei Kuzmenko. Is that his first name?
Andrei Kuzmenko.
So I don't know if it's gone down. We should take a look if it's gone down. But it looks like he might be a Philadelphia Flyer here pretty soon.
They're talking. Nothing's official.
Oh, actually. Oh, no. Okay, this is a joke. I had one person on said Andrei Kuzmenko, Jacob Pelletier, Zane Perek to Philadelphia for Matvei Michkov, Morgan Frost, and Igor Zamula. So I knew that wasn't real once I saw Matvei Michkov in there. But looks like they had a heated exchange, Matvei and Tortorella on the bench.
I didn't watch it. I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? I just saw that on Twitter, man. So he's definitely not happy. He's not happy, so...
Fuck him. You know what? I've been a fan of Tortorella. I understand his tough love. But fuck you, John. Fuck you, JT. And your fucking sweatshirt. Okay? Step it up. I'm sick of his sweater vest bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. Something's got to give, okay? And something has to happen. It's just not fun.
No.
The team's soft and small, Like, yeah, I don't know. We need more grinders instead of this just... Like, look at Calgary, man. Calgary's lighting it up. For what they are, and they're, like, doing really well. They're tough. They're a tough team. Yeah. And I just feel like we're just not there. We're not matched.
No, I'm not really sure what Briere has in store for this team going forward because, they're small. They're inconsistent. Like, the players have been inconsistent. It
Very
seems like, on one stretch, Frost will get it going, but then a guy like Fairby or Forrester drops off the face of the earth, and then they just kind of take turns being inconsistent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decisions to make come this summer. Like, and big time, because they got to get bigger,
It's a young
right?
team.
It's a young team. One of the youngest in the entire league, right? So, young and small. So we'll see what happens this year or this summer. There's still half a season left. They're still fighting for the playoffs. It's not over. It's not over yet. So, Philly's still got some work to do, but they're still in the race. Anything else you wanted to talk about in terms of Philadelphia, or do you want to move on to the Montreal Canadiens?
Let's go to the Habs.
All right. So Let me just go through the Montreal goal scorers tonight. So we had 0, no goals. So we'll just skip that part of the show because there was nothing to be excited about tonight. Jakub Dobish got the start. He stopped 23 of 26 shots. He played pretty good. Can't complain too much. I mean, I know he let in 3 goals, within the first 22 shots. So, I mean, it's not great, but definitely not him. The boys just didn't want to play tonight, man. It pisses me off. Do you know what pisses me off, Pelly? As a fan, like, I do my part. I show up to the games. I watch the games. The fans in the crowd, they show up to the game. It would be nice if the players would do the same. Return the favor. Show up for the game. They did not show up for the game. I don't know if they had 10 shots through 2 periods. They played a decent third. Yeah, they played okay. They created some chances. They got scoring chances. Marc-Andre Fleury was phenomenal at times in the third period. But, I mean, this team did not show up for the first 2 periods. And you can tell me all you want that Minnesota's a good defensive structured team. They don't give up a lot. It was tough for Montreal to get through. But, man, you're at home. You've lost 3 in a row. You got to get this shit going right now. And another poor performance. And you know what pissed me off the most tonight? I understand.
Can I take a guess?
You can take a guess. Yes, absolutely.
Is it the standing ovation for Marc-Andre Fleury?
100%. So Montreal is playing one of their worst games of the season. It's a snooze fest. Fans are falling asleep. Fans are getting pissed off at the way you guys are playing. So, like, we're down 3-0 midway through the third period. And it's time to stand up and cheer on Marc-Andre Fleury for his final game in Montreal. Great. He's had a great career. And that's awesome. A good French goaltender. We love him. Everybody loves him. But at the end of the day, you're down 3-0 and you're cheering for this guy when all our hearts are broken. Like, we were losing this game. I don't want to see anybody cheer Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm sorry. If that's selfish, fine. But, like, I'm not there to watch Marc-Andre Fleury play his last game in Montreal. I don't care. I'm looking for a win. I want to win. I want the Montreal Canadiens to win. I don't care about Marc-Andre Fleury. Good for him. Great career.
Yeah, man.
Not the point. And he's never played for the Montreal Canadiens, man. He's never played for them. So why do we care so much? Why does the media just, like, prop him up? It's like, dude, man, like, not feeling it at all.
You're battling for a playoff spot, You should be emotional, I was confused earlier too. I'm like, did he play for Montreal? I'm like, no, he didn't. He played for Pittsburgh and Minnesota. What's going on here?
Chicago, LA, or Las Vegas?
Yeah. I totally forgot. For a second, I thought Carey Price was back. I'm like, what's going on here? That's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, I was clueless for a second. I'm okay. He's a Quebecois, like. Makes sense in the end.
Is Carey Price in the building? Because that's what it sounded like tonight. But it's just like,
I thought. Yeah.
I can understand maybe giving him a cheer before the game, applauding him after the game, but like during the game when Montreal's still trying to win the game, try to come back, and we're stopping play to cheer for this guy. Like, come on, man. Like, I am a Montreal Canadiens fan. I want to see Montreal win. I don't care if the other goalie has had a good... And this is what I hate the most. Even more so is that, like, oh, what a like the media, like the announcers, and I love the announcers, Brian and I forget who was there tonight. Like, they're great guys. They do a really good job. But they're just like, what a perfect night for Marc-Andre Fleury. A great way to finish it off. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, what? No, we need these
cares.
2 points, man. We don't care. We need to win. Yeah. We've lost 3 in a row, now 4, and we're gonna stop production and just bow down to Marc-Andre Fleury. no, I'll take the 2 points, thank you. And I'd like to see him let in 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. That's the dream ending for me.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Lord Jesus. Give me a sign,
I mean,
my man.
he is. When's the last time you heard of a goalie going first round overall?
Oh,
Long
gosh.
time.
Yeah,
Long
I think
time.
he was the last one, I believe, right? And
Long time.
that's like 22 years ago.
Well, it's 2003, I think, eh? Or 2000.
Yeah.
No, 2002 or 2001.
Well, I know they said he'd play.
No.
He said, yeah, it's one of those. It's the same year. No, it's not the same year as Crosby, but it's one of those
Crosby's,
years.
Yeah, it was Ovi and then Crosby.
Yeah, Ovi.
Huh.
Ovi was taken
Ovi.
first overall too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ovi.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So props to Marc-Andre Fleury. I guess that's what I'm getting
Good
at.
for Mark.
Congratulations.
Good for Fleury. Frenchie's a little bit sour. He's a little emotional. I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, but whatever. I mean, it's, move on. It's time to move on. Great, sure, yes, but it's hard to move on when you've. I wouldn't call us free falling. We're not at that point yet, but like it's getting there. Starting.
So you lost 4 in a row, and
4
you're
in a
out
row
with your second line, Caden Gooley. Rest of
Yeah.
the season done. Done.
It's not
Done,
confirmed.
son.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed that he's gone for the
It's
season.
so
but,
lacerated quad muscle. You're fucked, bud.
Oh yeah,
He's out for at least 8 weeks. Yeah. Like,
yeah, I mean,
that's a major muscle that you need to heal, right?
yeah.
Unless he takes a bunch of peptides, HGH, grow that mofo back in place. I don't know. But I hope you guys can somehow get a D. Hell, I'll trade you Sanheim for Arbor and Florian straight up. I'll help me help you, John. Help me help you.
You know what? I'd think about it. But dude, man, do you really want Tortorella coaching the Jack Eyes?
Fucking rights I do. Fuck yeah. Tortorella, he's got one more year. It might be his last year. I want the Jack Eyes. I want to see them in black and orange. There's nothing better. Florian, you just watch him. He is just full of piss and vinegar. Like, I'm excited for you. I'm like a Montreal fan now. I am. It's always Oilers, Flames, Montreal. But you guys are going to be really good. I'm excited for you. But I would like to have Jack Eye.
How bad do you want the Jack Eye brothers?
Oh, fuck, man. I want them. I want them just as bad as I want the Hudsons. Man, they're dirty. Can you just imagine seeing Florian and Wi-Fi out there just scrapping together? Fuck, would that be awesome, man? If you're not going to win, you might as well fight, right? Bring it back.
I hope
Bring
that
it back, man.
the more I get to know Martin St. Louis as a coach, like not personally, I don't know the guy, but like from the sense that I'm getting is that like I don't think he's gonna really embrace Florian the way we want to embrace Florian. The fans want to embrace Florian.
You know what? And I kind of feel you the same way how Briere, like Danny Briere. What are you doing? I don't know. I feel you. I feel like Torts is good, but I feel like he's being too much right now. But, yeah, I think your head coach, I mean, he's got a good resume, right? So
Yeah, he's got
let
it
him
all.
let him play it out. Let him play it out.
Yeah.
It's his second season, right?
Yeah, no, I try third or fourth.
Is this third? God,
be-
that's
could-
fine.
could be
There's
his
no way it's
fourth.
4. There's no way it's 4. Maybe 3, John. There's no way Martin's been there that long.
Yeah,
If it is, time's flying by.
time
Either
is
way.
flying by. But like my whole point about Florian is that if Florian can't give Martin St. Louis what he needs within like the team structure, within the team game, then he's not going to be a fan of the fighting. Like, you know what I mean? It's not going to. He can't come in and just be the fighter. That's great. He's going to have to be someone who can keep up with the team and play the system.
He needs to score.
Play. All right. He just needs to be a
course.
good, well-rounded player, which I think he can be. I think Florian's going to be much more than a fighter. I would hope so. But, I mean, at the end of the day, the fourth line, there's too much goes into the fourth line these days. You know, they just want another third liner, another second line. Bring back the days where the fourth line were heavyweights, baby. And they just like to fight and get in your face. Bring that back.
I love it.
Man.
Bring it back. You know what I would like? I would like Trent Frederick, Florian Jacki, and Hathaway on my fourth line.
Yeah.
Just
or Olivier.
A bunch of bruisers. Well, Olivier.
Put him in the bottom six. Nice. You could have actually two.
Yeah, he's fine.
Two fourth lines.
He's with Matvei.
Olivier. Just your bottom six are just all heavyweights. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. That would be fun, man. Like that would.
It would be
unreal.
Cool.
That would be cool.
I want to see something. If you're not gonna score, you might as well give us a show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so
anyways.
back to Caden Gooley. Yeah, so he sustained a lacerated quadricep muscle after catching an edge. His legs got tangled up. He fell into the boards, but he's had successful surgery. So he's he's now it's just recovery. So obviously a huge loss to the D, man. And like you said, maybe I don't know, man. I put this out on social media today, right? Mm-hmm. Like, are we? Like, do the Montreal Canadiens make a trade for the defense, for a defenseman? I put out Chris Letang. Like, Chris Letang, maybe he's not the answer.
But you have him. You don't... Yeah, he definitely could be. But I would be replacing him. You got that salary cap. He's on IR the rest of the season. Pick him. Pick someone up, man. Totally. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you, man? This is the time. I would pick Letang up or Carlson.
Oh, no, that's too... Oh, no, I'm not taking on his contract. There's no way in hell.
I know.
But, like, I mean, Letang might be a little too old, a little too expensive, whatever. But, like, probably too expensive in the sense of, like, they're going to want a good return on Letang, I'd imagine. I don't think Montreal's going to give up too much for a defenseman if they go get one. But I do believe they need to get a defenseman.
Yeah, but you guys have so many prospects in Laval. Like, why not?
Yeah.
You got Reinbacher coming up next year. Mailloux. Logan Mailloux.
Mailloux
or Struble?
Yeah, Struble played tonight. He played okay.
Yeah, he did. It's a thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I think they're going to stay put. I don't know if they're going to make a deal. It depends, man. If they keep falling, if they keep struggling the way they've been struggling as of late, they're probably not going to make a trade, right? I think, come March, come the trade deadline, if Montreal is like out of it pretty good, they're not gonna give up anything to go get some help.
Yeah.
So it all depends if this group can keep things going, keep playing well, or start playing well again, and if they're still in the mix, then they might address it. But Gooley's a huge hole, man. Gooley's a great hockey player. He's been pretty much flawless this year. Real tough loss, but. I guess, Jacki had more minutes tonight. Struble got some minutes tonight. Savard. So they did have Jacki with Lane Hudson for parts of this game, and I liked it. Nice. There was one really bad play that led to a goal, but other than that, I kind of really liked them together. Jacki brings that, big physicality, the steady stay at home, but he's got a little bit of a offensive touch. He can kind of keep up with Lane in a sense. So... I didn't hate it, that's for sure. All right, but enough Montreal. Montreal, I don't even know who they play next. They got one more, or I think they go on a California road trip. I think it might start in Anaheim, but anyways, we'll move away from the Montreal Canadiens right now, and we'll just quickly go through the Four Nation face-off. Did you see they announced the captains today?
Yeah.
So we'll start with Finland.
With the captains.
No? Yeah. Okay, I'll go through them and tell me how you feel. So Finland, Alexander Barkov. He got the captain. Sebastian Aho, Mikko Rantanen, and Mikael Granlund. All assistant captains. They went with 3 assistants. Sweden, Victor Hedman is the captain. Matthias Ekholm, Erik Karlsson, and William Nylander, all assistant captains. I don't know why they went that way. USA and Canada did not have 3 assistants. They had 2. But USA, Captain Austin Matthews, Assistant Captain Matthew Tkachuk and Charlie McAvoy. And then Canada, Sidney Crosby is the captain. Of course, there's no question there. Connor McDavid, assistant, and then Cale Makar. What do you think, buddy?
I think, why the fuck isn't Nathan McKinnon an assistant captain? Sorry, Makar, but you're like 10 years old, compared. Like, McKinnon, like, dude is, like, he's amazing. Like, he's just an overall better player than I think Makar as a leader. Makar's amazing. Mm-hmm. But I think, why did the North American teams decide to go 2 assistants instead of 3,
Yeah, weird.
It's weird.
Especially when they have more. They have more.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's. I mean, it is what it is. It's great, whatever. I think I'm still a little bit upset about how they pick their players. Like, I think Scheifele should be on the team.
Oh my gosh, how good!
Why is Jarvis isn't on the team? And now with Pietrangelo taking time off because he wants a vacation, it sounds like. Are they going to pick up? It's
is that what it is?
Like.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
But no, like, and then he got, is Bouchard going to get called up? Is it Uyghur? Is it Tanev? If you're going to look at analytics, you should be picking Bouchard. He stepped it up.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Doughty coming back. The guy hasn't played all year. I would not be picking him.
No.
Yeah, he's got, a good resume, a portfolio of success, but yeah, I don't think he's there. To play that kind of caliber of play.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I would go with Uyghur, to be honest. If you want that
you think
steady.
I don't know,
it depends what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for someone with high offense, great on the power play. Yeah, but if you're looking for someone with high offense, if you're looking for someone with high offensive skills, good on the power play, but sometimes really struggles defensively, then I think Evan Bouchard's your dude.
And you gotta think though too, like who plays well together. There's no one else from Calgary that's on Team Canada. You have McDavid, and you could put Bouchard, who are on the PP together all the time, right? So you gotta look pros and cons.
But you have Makar though.
Yeah,
Makar's playing number one. He's playing number one power play, right?
For sure, he is.
So Bouchard could be 2, but I don't think they're going to be playing 2 power play units. No. Really, right? Like, you think?
Probably not.
Dude, I really like. I didn't even think.
Probably. They will.
Maybe. Yeah, they'll have 2 for sure, but you would think that they're going to go with the top guns. But I really liked your point because Cale Makar, I didn't even think about it, but like Nathan McKinnon, Nathan McKinnon's like a 10-year vet.
He's a big leader,
9
man.
or 10
he
years.
Is.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I guess you could argue that for sure.
2013, I think.
Yeah.
He came in. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think of Austin Matthews leading the way in for the USA? Didn't see that one coming,
it doesn't surprise me. Really?
No, it surprises
me.
Who
else? Who do you think would have,
Well, I
who do you
mean,
think would have replaced him?
Just looking at this, I mean, I would take Tkachuk as a captain over Austin Matthews. I mean, Austin Matthews has been a captain for what?
A year.
Half a season, and he hasn't even played
20 games.
Yeah, 20 games. So like I don't see him as a leader, right? Like if you go through the rest of the captains, okay? So we got Barkov for
Brady
Finland.
Could have been a captain.
Who?
Yeah.
Which one?
Brady.
Oh yeah, Brady. He's a captain, right?
Yeah, man.
But
he's a good captain.
Yeah, if you go through the list of captains, right? You got Finland, Barkov, Stanley Cup. Sweden, Victor Hedman, Stanley Cup. Sidney Crosby, Canada, Stanley Cup. Austin Matthews, USA. I got a second round appearance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he's a one round. Matthew Tkachuk's won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if I had this in front of me, like the list, I could probably point out a few more captains more deserving. Yeah. But I mean, I understand that Austin Matthews is a big draw.
Well, even even Luke Hughes, right? He's a good leader.
Jack
too,
Hughes.
Right? So
Jack Hughes.
Luke would be better.
I don't know much about Luke.
Not Luke.
Quinn.
Sorry.
Right. Quinn Hughes.
I get him. Quinn.
There's lots of Hughes. There's a lot of Hughes.
Yeah. They're all.
But yeah, that's a good point, right? Quinn
Quinn's a good leader,
one,
man.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was just looking at the stats too. Like Tage Thompson, he's having another great year. He's got 25 goals, like 46 points or something like that. And then you have Chris Kreider with like, I don't even think he's got 20 points this year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
But apparently, though,
Mark Stone, you know.
Oh right.
Like, why's he playing?
Yeah, I know, right? That's a weird one. But tonight, I heard on the broadcast that Bill Guerin had called Cole Caulfield to let him know that he wasn't going to be on the team right away. But he said, "Stay ready, stay focused. You know, there's a good chance if someone goes down, like you're next man up, kind of thing." So I think they had a good chat. I think Cole is on the radar, and I think Cole will be a big part of the future when it comes to Team USA in terms of these types of tournaments, World Championships, Olympics. So I mean, not all lost for Cole Caulfield. But speaking of Stone, man, Miro Heiskanen will not. First and foremost, he will not be playing in the Four Nations Cup with Finland. He's out week to week with a lower body injury. He'll miss, obviously that tournament, and we're not sure how long he's going to be out for, other than week to week. But yeah, he was hit by Vegas Golden Knights' Mark Stone. Happened in the third period of the Stars' 4-3 overtime win against the Golden Knights. Did you see the hit? What did you think?
It was fucking stupid. It was.
If you watch it closely, though, the guy gets tripped.
Did he get tripped? Because
watch him get tripped. He does get tripped a little bit.
Yeah, but it's almost like he dives. He could have tucked and rolled. He didn't need to put his whole, body out like that. I think he could have protected himself better like this, rather than trying to take out the play of the player. And in terms, he could have ruined his career. I mean, I'm not sure what his injury is, but he hits him right on the kneecap.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. He could have
avoided it.
I like Stone, but I think he could have avoided it a little bit better.
Yeah.
At least try to get out of the way, but that's a tough break, man.
Yeah, it seems a little careless to me. You know what I mean? Like,
careless. That's a great word for it. Careless. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Totally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know what? Before watching it over, but you do see how he gets tripped a little bit, kind of loses control. But at the same time, man, you're going full body into this guy's knee with, poor Heiskanen, man. That's he's been hit a couple times this year. First by Rempe.
Yeah, Rempe.
Now Mark Stone. So, I mean, not having a great year, this kid, but hopefully his injury is not too serious. And it's nice that he can take those, however long the Four Nations face-off is. At least he gets to take a nice little break to recover. So hopefully he feels a little better, because he is, of course, one of the best defensemen in the entire game.
Oh, it's just a nasty hit, man. I keep rewatching it.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Moving on. The Utah Hockey Club announced they have settled on 3 possible options for their team name. Option 1, keep the name the Utah Hockey Club, which I think is stupid. Option 2, the Utah Mammoth. And option 3, the Utah Outlaw. The voting will be done by fans who attend Utah's next 4 home games beginning tonight against the Penguins. Of all these options, what do you like the best?
They're all dog shit.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel it.
Well, they had the Yeti.
Yeah, and that got trademarked. It's not going to work.
Yeah, right? Like that was by far the best one, for sure.
Yeah, it was cool, for sure, the Yetis.
Yeah.
And then you have the Mammoth, Wasatch. How do you even pronounce that?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so the Wasatch?
The Wasatch?
Something
Wasatch,
like that.
That's a fucking tongue twister. That's a headache. No.
Yeah, so anyways, I changed it on mine, but what happened was the fans voted against that, like right away.
Good.
And that's now it's Outlaw. Outlaw's the third option now.
Oh, fucking.
So the Outlaw, like, I don't. So first of all, option
Utah
one
Outlaws. That's kind of cool.
is it? The
I mean, it's
Outlaws?
better than what they have now. It's better than the hockey club. Like, no offense, Utah, you haven't earned the name to become the hockey club. You need to be the original six to have that. I'm sorry. It's got to be. You got to be in the northern hemisphere of the hockey. You know, like Canada, Boston, Detroit. Like,
the
you're just not there.
Montreal
I'm sorry.
Hockey Club. And also, too,
you're
though,
not
it's just
there.
like when you think of like, I don't know, maybe I'm off base here, but when you think about like soccer, right? The clubs, like these clubs have like, they have the junior leagues, they have all these different leagues. Like you can start off in the club as like a 7-year-old kid, right? And then move up and whatever. I mean, this is the first year in Utah.
Yeah, I mean, if you say it right, the Utah Outlaws sounds better than all of them.
The Utah Outlaw?
But I don't. But you know, given that it's Utah, are the Outlaws? I mean, it's a pretty LDS state.
It should be the in-laws.
I just don't.
Then.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Utah in-laws.
Yeah,
Because everyone
don't
there
know.
is married at the age of 19. Right?
Yeah, 18, totally,
18.
absolutely. Yeah,
I like that. I
Absolutely.
think that's the best one.
Utah.
I mean-
in-laws. Let's go.
I don't know, man. Like, why don't they play to the Mormon kind of, you know? I mean, it's a very Mormon town. Of course, you're from an area, or you live in an area that's pretty Mormon.
Utah cathedrals. I don't know.
The Utah Tabernacles.
The Utah temples. There you go. The Utah temples.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Utah Latter-day Saints.
There you go.
The Utah
Utah King
Missionaries. The Utah Missionaries.
Yes, Utah missionaries. Let's
Yeah.
go.
The
Yeah,
Utah Mission. The Utah Mission. There we go.
The
I like those
UNM. I can
ideas.
see it now. The Utah
Right?
missionaries. Yeah, let's go.
Oh man, the Utah Book of Mormon stories. Like, come on, there's so many good ones.
The Utah Bucks.
Or the Utah Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith. What's that?
He's like the to all the Mormon listeners. Sorry if I get this wrong, but Joseph Smith was the one who
Isn't it King James?
founded
Isn't it King James?
he found the Book of
Are you
Mormon.
sure?
He found the Book of Mormon.
Are you sure it wasn't King James?
Oh yeah, no, I grew up
John,
Mormon.
yeah.
I grew up Mormon.
Shut up. You
knew
did?
that. Yeah, you knew this.
Fuck.
Huh?
That's why you. I mean, I was engaged to a Mormon once.
Really? Who?
You.
Oh, what's her
We're not
name?
going to talk about. Yeah. Let's keep it off topic. But hold on here. Hold on.
Oh, you'll never let that go. Eh?
I did not know you were an LDS.
Yeah,
So this is why you can say, "Oh, this is great."
exactly.
Oh, that's
Dude, man.
dude. I had
never-
no idea. That makes sense. That why you're in Lethbridge. That makes sense.
Okay, well,
That's
listen
awesome.
to this story, because like, I grew up in Nova Scotia, right? My parents, that was from
Nova
Quebec.
Scotia.
My mom's from Cape Breton Island. Well, they had 5 kids. I think the Mormons came knocking one day, and they're like, "Well, I think this might be good for our kids, our family. So yeah, we'll go to the church, whatever." Dude, the church was like 9 people. Okay, like because there was no Mormons in Nova Scotia. All right, so think about this.
Not a good sign.
No, so we go to Quebec City. Quebec City, we go to an actual church, and it's bigger. It's fine. But, like, you're a needle in a haystack. We moved to Lethbridge, Alberta. I become a part of this massive group of people who I do not relate to at all. Because, like, Quebec City, I'm, like, drinking beer. I'm 16, 15, drinking beer and smoking cigarettes and doing all these silly things, right? And then it's just like, go to Alberta and it's just like, oh, hey, I'm a Mormon, and guess I fall in line with
name's
all
Jeff.
you guys. Yeah. So it was just like, dude, man, like it was a culture shock, because like I was not Mormon in my heart, but on paper I was.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden LCI, Lethbridge Collegiate Institute, 70% Mormon.
Yeah.
So like I fell into this group that I had no business being in. So as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, very confusing, very fucked up. But
I mean, Dude,
I moved on.
Good people. You know, we actually have a few friends that left the Mormon church, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is
Potato.
Yeah, I mean,
tomato.
It is what it is. Moving on though. If I had to choose, I think I'd take the Mammoth, the Utah Mammoth.
Yeah.
But don't they sound like American Hockey League names? All right, so moving on, we'll do some quick notes. What else is going on around in the NHL? Let's start with John Klingberg. He makes his Oiler debut. He's playing his first game as an Edmonton Oiler tonight against the Red Wings. As we speak, he's played about 13 minutes in the third period, no points. I think he's a -1. The 32-year-old spent last year with the Maple Leafs, but has not played in the NHL since November 2023, following season-ending hip surgery. Through 14 games with Toronto, he logged 5 assists and was a -7. Seattle Kraken goalie Philipp Grubauer cleared waivers on Thursday and is expected to be assigned to the American Hockey League. The Coachella Valley Firebirds, reported by Elliot Friedman, 33-year-old. He signed a 6-year deal, $35.4 million contract to join the Kraken for their inaugural season in 2021-2022. He carries an .866 save percentage this season and has yet to eclipse the 900 mark in 4 years with Seattle. I can't believe it's been 4 years since this guy's been in Seattle.
I can't believe it either. It's flying by.
But he won the
Seattle just came in.
Yeah.
Gruber? No, he didn't.
Didn't
he
win
a Stanley Cup?
Oh, he did. He won it with Washington in 2019. When did Washington win that? Was it 2019 or 2016?
2018 was Seattle. Sorry, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
2019 would have been
Washington.
Yeah, and then 2020 was the Lightning.
Is that right? I'm not so sure about that. But yeah, obviously big contract. I think he's got a couple years left. So yeah, weird to see him play in the AHL eventually. Anyways, I think that does it, man, for another episode of the Barely Onside podcast. Thanks for listening, watching. Please follow us on Facebook and TikTok at Barely Onside Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to us on Spotify.